Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Checks and Balances TV. Today's program is entitled, American Workers Are Willing to Trade Some of Their Pay for Extra Security in Retirement. So let's see how today's news may impact your financial future. American workers are willing to exchange some of their pay for more security in retirement, according to the Retirement Attitude Survey conducted by Towers Watson. Faced with the possibility of future reductions in employer-provided benefits, more than half of the respondents said they are willing to pay a higher amount from their paycheck each week to ensure they have a guaranteed retirement income in the future. Okay, so what's really going on here? Let's check the facts using our checks and balances process. As a result of the recent economic crisis, American workers are now more concerned about their financial futures than in years past. On the heels of severe financial losses due to market volatility, rising health care costs, and reductions in employer-provided benefits, workers of all ages are placing a greater importance on their future retirement security and are willing to pay more out of their pocket for guaranteed benefits in retirement. More than 4 in 5 respondents who participated in the Towers Watson Retirement Attitude Survey said their employer had reduced their pay and/or benefits over the last 3 years. Almost half of the more than 9,200 workers who were surveyed said they were worried about more reductions to their retirement benefits in the future, which is a big concern since nearly 2/3 said their company's retirement program is their primary means of saving for retirement. And among defined benefit plan participants younger than age 40, the number willing to pay for a guaranteed retirement benefit jumped by nearly 70% since 2009. The federal government recently proposed a solution for defined contribution plan holders, such as 401k plans, that would allow workers to put a portion of their retirement savings into an annuity when they retire. An annuity can offer financial security throughout retirement, as the insurance company who offers them would pay a monthly amount to the retired worker for the duration of their lifetime, regardless of how long they live. And even with $11 trillion in retirement plans today, millions of Americans are still at risk of running out of money in retirement. The U.S. Treasury Department proposed this new regulation to make it easier for workers to transfer some of their money from their 401k plan into an annuity. The purpose of this regulation was to help retired workers turn their 401k lump sum of money into a reliable retirement income stream they cannot outlive. Okay, so now that we've checked the facts, let's balance this news using our checks and balances process to determine what action you should take today. The risk of Americans outliving their life savings in retirement has been front and center in recent years due to 2 important reasons. First, many pre-retirees and retirees lost a significant part of their retirement savings when the market crashed in 2008. If these same people had a portion of their savings in an annuity, as the federal government is now encouraging, they would have been guaranteed an income stream for the duration of their retirement. But instead, many 401k accounts were left in the market and subsequently lost a large amount of their nest egg, forcing many to return to the workforce to make ends meet. Others have had to postpone plans for retirement indefinitely. The second reason American workers are concerned about outliving their retirement savings is because most companies have changed the way they help their employees save for retirement. They've either eliminated defined benefit plans, such as pensions, to less expensive defined contribution plans like 401ks, or they've revamped the pension plan to make it more favorable for the company. Nearly a quarter of the survey respondents said their employer revamped their defined benefit plan over the last 3 years by either freezing benefit increases, closing the plan to new employees, or adopting a hybrid plan. But what appears most disturbing to many is that some of these same companies are making changes to their employee pension plans to fund less noble causes. Author and Wall Street Journal journalist Ellen Schultz recently published a book titled Retirement Heist. She exposed the pension-related corporate greed that destroyed the retirement savings of deserving employees. An example she highlighted involved General Electric. In December of 2010, GE's CEO Jeffrey Immelt spoke about the problems with corporate profitability caused by the high costs of the company's pension and medical benefits, and announced that those benefits would be closed for new hires. But according to Schultz, what Immelt failed to mention was that GE's pension and retiree plans had contributed billions of dollars to the company's bottom line over the past decade and a half, and were responsible for a big chunk of the earnings that the executives of the company had taken credit for. GE's retirement program, with nearly 500,000 retirees, were not the ones who were bleeding cash from the company. The GE pension plan was on solid ground, even though GE itself hadn't contributed a cent to the workers' pension plan since 1987 until just recently. This is just one example of employees paying the price for corporate greed. Okay, so what's the bottom line here? The recent financial crisis has significantly changed the way Americans think about and prepare for retirement. More Americans are becoming aware of the growing importance of financial security in retirement and realize they are ultimately responsible for their financial future. While older workers have limited time to recoup their financial losses, it appears that younger workers are taking a more active role in saving for retirement, which is a good thing, because of the 341 companies in the S&P 500 with defined benefit plans, 97% are underfunded. How can this be? It makes you wonder if these companies are truly suffering as a result of the financial crisis, or if they're really stealing the pensions of their hard-working employees to use the money for other self-serving purposes. I believe the government is on to something significant here with helping Americans turn their savings into an income stream in retirement. But it's up to each of us to grow that nest egg beforehand. And you can't count on your company to do it for you. As the old adage goes, if you want something done right, you've got to do it yourself. And now for Matt's weekly financial tip, tool, or technique. As you approach retirement, you should convert a portion of that nest egg into an income stream that lasts throughout retirement. The federal government has proposed a new Treasury rule that allows retirement accounts like 401ks to be transferred into an annuity. But you can also do this for yourself with other personal savings you may have. So here are 3 benefits in using an annuity to turn some of your cash into a monthly retirement check. Number 1 is safety of principal. Fixed and immediate annuities are not tied to the stock market, so there is no risk of losing your money due to market volatility. By the way, annuities have been available in this country since 1759 and have an amazing track record of reliability and predictability. This can be especially reassuring considering the potential impact of a market downturn on retirement investments and savings. Number 2 is guaranteed income stream. The old fear of dying shortly after retirement has now been replaced by the fear of outliving our assets. More Americans are entering their 80s, 90s, and 100s than ever before in history. So it's vitally important to be sure your assets last as long as you do. And annuities are uniquely designed to meet this important challenge. And number 3 is inflation protection. Many of the newer annuity products today offer an inflation protection rider. This is extremely important as it will help to maintain your buying power into the future. We can all remember how little gas cost 20 years ago. With inflation protection, you'll be using today's dollars to buy goods and services in the future. Yes, annuities can be a valuable retirement tool if used correctly. Be sure to find out if an annuity makes sense for you and your financial situation with a true financial professional. Be sure to log on to our website and download our featured report, The Truth About Immediate Annuities, a free report that gives you the information you need to create a private pension that can pay you for life. And finally, remember that only you can control your financial future. You can succeed. You just need confidence and determination. I'm Matthew J. Reddick from Checks and Balances TV. Until next week, dump debt, invest wisely, believe in yourself, and make it happen.